What's up, y'all? My name is Seth Packan, and this is where small town brains talk about big city nonsense. This is Podunk Perspective. Podunk Perspective. We are back with Gloria Anderson. How we doing?
Hey, I'm doing good.
Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
So you're an artist in town. Tell us where you're from and how you got started in music.
Yeah, so I'm from Luling, Texas. Okay. We have a watermelon thump every year, and we have oil, and we have the biggest Buc-ee's in the world.
That's awesome.
That is what I claim, but I was actually raised a military brat, so moved 6 times before the 7th grade. Was kind of all over the country, but I claim Texas because I lived there the longest.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So where were you actually born?
Charleston, South Carolina.
So yeah, that was a big little transfer right there.
But I don't even remember it because I was so young. So
when did you pick up the guitar and really start getting into music?
Yeah, I was always musical with my family. They always put us in a sport, and then we always went to church, and we always did something creative. So I started with piano, and then I had a not very nice instructor that kind of ruined the piano for me. So picked up the guitar. I think I was a freshman in high school.
Awesome. Yeah. So, like, were your parents like really pushing you to do music, or like?
Not really. They've always been open to it. So, yeah, my dad, he was a pilot in the Air Force, and like my sister really wanted to do that, but she's now an ER nurse. And when I started writing songs as a kid, they put me in vocal lessons. I would just sing about whatever I saw out of the car window.
Absolutely.
And I was a really loud kid, and my grandma finally called my mom and was like, I think you should put her in vocal lessons so she can like get that out somehow. Right. So yeah, I started doing vocal lessons and singing, and they've always been very, very supportive.
What sport were you in?
Soccer.
Nice. Did you like it?
I loved it. I definitely think in high school I kind of got sick of it, which is kind of a bummer, but I played club soccer. I played center back. We went to England and played, which was kind of crazy.
What position?
Yeah, center back.
Oh,
so,
yeah, okay.
And then
cool.
I also played left mid for a little bit.
Nice.
But yeah.
Me and Nolan, we just joined a soccer league in town here.
Oh.
Yeah, just like a rec league.
Y'all got to get me on.
Seriously, it starts in like a week. I think we need more girls, so if you're down.
That's so fun.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I've played soccer a bunch in like middle school, high school, and then like I was playing football and soccer at the same time, and then eventually it just didn't work. So I chose football because all my friends were doing football. But looking back on it, I was like, dang, soccer was fun. I wish I stuck with that.
I still have my cleats, so y'all give me a holler. I'll do it.
We definitely will, actually, seriously. So when did you put out your first song? Like, when was...
Oh gosh, April of 22, I think.
Yeah.
It was a sophomore or junior at Belmont.
Okay.
When I did that.
So did you move to Nashville because of school, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I found out about Belmont from a songwriting mentor I had in high school, and she told me that they had a songwriting program and all these things, and my dad was like, Texas has everything, as a true Texan would say. He was like, why would you move to Tennessee? But Texas did not have a songwriting program anywhere. And college was a non-negotiable for my family. So I applied and got into the songwriting program. And I've been here for about 6 years.
Do you like it?
I love it. I've learned that it's very important for me to still go down to Texas very frequently. So I go down about once a month, and I'll either write in Austin or the Hill Country area and gig around there. But I do love Nashville. It's become home for me, and I nanny here and do all the side hustles. So I feel like I've gotten a good community around me here.
Nice. So who are some songwriters that you like to songwrite with a lot? Ooh. Maybe some artist friends.
Okay, I would say Anderson Pate. She's one of my dear friends. I met her when I was a junior, and I had just played Country Showcase. And she was a freshman, and she was one of the first students, well, actually probably the first student at Belmont that ever reached out and was like, hey, I want to do what you're doing. And now she's going to freaking take over the world. I'm such a fan of hers. I'd say Delaney Ramsdell, Daniel Etheridge over at Kerrville. I've been writing with him for a few years. And Morgan Lee Powers.
Yeah, those are some great names.
Yeah, Jessie Lee. I can't forget her. She's like my Texas Hill Country sister. I love her.
Absolutely. What about, like, who are some influences or maybe some bigger artists that, like, you grew up on?
Ooh. I would say Lori McKenna. She's the one who really inspired me to get into songwriters.
Right.
I learned my favorite artists are songwriters. I also grew up on like Dolly and Southern rock. Like my dad, every time we moved, he'd quiz my sister and I on bands and all of that stuff. So that was fun. But definitely in high school, I got into people like Patty Griffin, Laura McKenna, and then bands like Turnpike Troubadours and Flatland. Caitlin Butts, loved her for years.
Yeah, I mean Texas is like its own Nashville in itself. It's just with the amount of artists that have come from that state, and the amount of music that comes from there. It's cool. And obviously there's some great music that comes from there.
I like it. I like it.
They obviously there's the chart, like the super country side of it, right? And then there's the co-Wetzel rock side, and it's both big. I remember going down to like Houston Rodeo, and like you get a little bit of both. I remember going like Luke Bryan night wasn't so popular, but you know.
But we have it. Hey, the 40-year-old mamas, they love some Luke Bryan.
Right.
It was a good time.
So you have a song coming out this Friday.
I do.
January 16th. Tell us a little bit about it. Maybe who you wrote it with.
So pumped. So I wrote this song with Jessie Lee down in Texas. She was one of the first writers who I started writing with once I'd go back there. I basically realized there's a lot of really badass writers down there and artists that are gigging that area and kind of making their own career. So she's one of the first people I reached out to. And I think this is our second write maybe, but my great-great-grandfather was a chuck wagon cook, which is like such a random fact. And then my great-grandfather was a cowboy, and he used to do the last of the whip thing for us when we were really little. And he's since passed, but basically I was inspired by these cowboys that used to sing for their cattle on the trail, and they'd basically do it so that they'd keep calm, or they would know where the cows were and they would know where each other were. So I wanted to write a little cowpoke song and started off the chorus and with this little lick, and Jessie, she loved it, so we just jumped in and wrote the song together.
That's so cool.
Thanks.
Man, that's a cool story too. I never that's the first time we've had someone on the podcast come out with that story and write about that. That's really cool.
Thank you.
So what did your first gig look like?
Oh, ever?
Yeah.
I would say the first time I played an original song out was at this little bar in San Antonio called the Pig Pen.
Okay.
It was an open mic night, and my mom had gone in there to try to get them to cater something for the PTA meeting. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure after 6 p.m. minors weren't supposed to be in there anymore. But for open mic night, they'd let us go. It's called Tuesday on Tuesdays. And Mr. John Whipple there, he still runs it to this day. But I went out and played 2 songs or 3 songs. And then after that, I would go every Tuesday night. And I'd sit and listen to everybody. I learned a lot going to listen to them, but a lot of those writers that are there that go frequently are a big part of the Kerrville Folklife Festival. Okay. So it's not necessarily mainstream country, but big fans of Townes Van Zandt and those writers. So.
Yeah. What about Nashville? What did your first gig in Nashville look like? Or maybe first writers around, or?
I think probably my first gig in Nashville was somewhere on Belmont's campus. I think they did an open mic one night as well. First full band show I opened up, or I played for the showcase at the Mockingbird in Franklin. Yeah. But first paid full band show I opened for Cole Ritter and the Night Owls, which Cole Ritter I think is now on his own. But back when the Night Owls were a thing, I got to open up for them, and that was my first opening slot.
Dang, that's really cool. Besides music, what is your favorite bars and restaurants in town to hang out in? Yeah. And,
that's a really good question. Okay, I love to run, so I run a lot. I love Shelby Park. Love Radnor, although you can't run on the trails. I learned that the bird watchers will yell at you if you run on the trails, so don't go run there. Restaurants and bars. I'm really trying to expand right now. But I feel like the Local is a classic. I've been going there since COVID because they were the only place that was open. Right.
I love the Local.
Their burgers are so underrated. Food's great. Yeah.
Their drink specials are great.
It's so good. And then I'm trying to think if I know of any niche spots. I feel like everyone. Brown's Diner. I go there every year for my birthday. Best tater tots, everything. It's so good there.
What's the biggest difference between Nashville and Texas? Or like Tennessee and Texas?
It's a different kind of Southern. Yeah. I would say that.
That's so true.
Even like the accents out here, they're a little sweeter. I don't know how to describe that, but yeah, I would say the culture is just, we're in the Bible Belt up here, and you know, it's just different in that way.
I feel like even when you go to like the Carolinas and like Virginia and stuff, it's a little bit different than even here in Nashville or in Tennessee. You know, it's a little bit different going all the way down the line.
Definitely. I took a class at Belmont that was it was about the Wild West, which was so fun. It was like my senior year, and we had to argue if Texas was the South or if it was the West, which is so interesting, like looking at Texas history. But yeah, I would say.
So which one is it?
I think it's the West.
Okay.
But Texas is really just Texas. It's different than everything else. So, yeah, that's what I would argue.
So, like, I guess when it comes, like, are you, like, would you consider, like, there's, like, a split divide in Texas? Like, would you say, like, the east side of Texas is more of, like, your southern Texas, and then, like, your west side's the West, or? I
don't know. I feel like if you go to Dallas, and that's your first experience of Texas, that's like the New York of Texas. You know? It's not really Texas. Okay, but if you go south of Dallas, then it's like you get the real deal. Which I feel like I may have just made some people mad by saying.
No, it's okay. I mean, no, there's no shame, but I've heard Frisco's a little uppity in that area, you know, stuff like that. But you know, it's cool. Yeah, we like Texas.
Yeah, I love it. There's the food down there. Yeah, it's so good. Have you gotten to spend some time?
I've gone to Houston. I've been to South Padre Island.
Okay.
Spent a day in Fort Worth. So yeah, but nothing crazy. I mean, Houston is probably my longest experience.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, it was cool. Houston Rodeo. I mean, just different experience. I mean, it's a lot because I went to NFR a few months before that.
Whoa.
So it was like, to compare the two, Houston's way more laid back, way more like family oriented, carnival, like a lot of music, you know. I mean, they had their vendors and stuff like that. But it's cool to go like be around that scene.
Yeah.
What about you?
I definitely, I've never been to the Houston rodeo. We grew up going to the San Antonio rodeo.
So how's that?
Love. Yeah. I would go every year for my birthday. And it's definitely not, I think Houston's the biggest one. San Antonio's a little bit smaller, but I had a bunch of friends that did FFA and like cool. showed their sheep or their turkeys or whatnot. And that was really fun, but I would just go and love the barrel racing. That's my favorite. And then I think I saw Reba play one year. That was amazing. Yeah.
That's really cool. So what's some plans you got for 2026 that like you can tell us and let us in on?
Well, I guess this kind of started last year, but I got to fully crowdfund a record last March.
Okay.
And I'm so grateful for everyone who has been a part of that because it continuously has blown me away. But I got to cut 10 songs. Dang. And I'll just say the song that's coming out tonight is the first single off of that project. So the project will be out later this year, and I'm just so pumped and ready for it to finally be out there, and I can show people like, hey, you're a part of this, and this is what I did with it. So
that's awesome. So for artists thinking about like maybe moving here and like kind of pursuing the dream, what's some advice you can give them, and you know maybe something you can like kind of prepare them for?
Yeah, I would definitely say one thing I was told a lot is to co-write. Yeah. And I think that is very important. But I got to a point where I kind of lost my voice for a little bit. And I think it's very important to remember the kid that started writing songs in their bedroom. Don't lose your voice, or else you're just going to start saying what everybody else is saying. Yep. The other thing would be Nashville is a fun town, and you get to go out and party late and do all those things. But I can't stress how important it is to get up the next morning and go to your coffee meeting. Right. Because, you know, that's a tell sign of who's going to, like, work hard to make their career happen. And you just got to show up. And even if you're sick or tired or whatever, get up and go to the coffee meeting. And that's just as important as staying out late and doing the mixer thing. You know?
Yeah. So, that's so true. You know, I mean, there are benefits. Like me and Nolan were talking about this earlier. There are benefits to going out and like partying and stuff, or like I say partying lightly, but like going out and making your connections, hanging out with some other artists, you know, like having those lighthearted conversations, because yes, maybe the next one they will turn into something, but you got to show up that next morning, you know, like, yeah, it's so true.
Absolutely.
So I think we should get into music. You brought your guitar today,
I
right?
did.
Let's do it.
I'm so excited.
Sweet. So we're back. We're playing some music. You got your guitar out. What's this first one you got for us?
This song's coming out tonight, and it's called Chisholm Trail Nightingale.
Let's do it.
Well, it all started south of San Antonio. Them cowboys came to run that cattle north past Oklahoma. We've heard the stories, the Wild West Road. But have you heard the song that kept their rhythm on the road? Well, it went one Mississippi all the way to Kansas City. Hi-ho, yippee-ki-yay. Get on, getting, 'cause there ain't no quitting long as Chisholm Trail Nightingales sing. Ooh. Through the dust clouds, you'd hear the roar, the hooves of beasts and mustangs beating on that desert floor. The days were long, the night gave no rest, and it took a lot for just 2 men to tame 200 head. So they sang one Mississippi all the way to Kansas City. Hi-ho, yippee-ki-yay. Get on, getting, 'cause there ain't no quitting long as Chisholm Trail Nightingales sing. Ooh, ooh. They sounded ragged and sun-beat tired. They had no guitar strings, and you can still hear that cowpoke choir across the plains it rings. And they sing one Mississippi all the way to Kansas City. Hi-ho, yippee-ki-yay. Get on, getting, 'cause there ain't no quitting long as Chisholm Trail Nightingales sing. The canteen shaking, the saddlebags breaking, and we're yodeling all the way. There ain't no end in sight, but you gotta pass the time, so the Chisholm Trail Nightingales sing. Ooh,
Let's go. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I can't wait for that one to be out. Tomorrow, everyone. January 16th, which might be like a week from now. But hey, it'll be out for everyone to hear.
Woo!
So, what's this next one you got for us?
Ooh, I think I'm going to do a little dancing song.
Okay. Who'd you write this one with?
I wrote this with, oh goodness, Renee Cole Willis from down in Texas. She was my songwriting mentor of a very long time. She was here in the 80s and 90s writing songs. And Daniel Etheridge.
Nice. That's a good one.
Buddy of mine. Make sure I'm all tuned up. This is called Come and Take It, which is a little Texas saying based off some Texas history. They normally are using it to reference a cannon that they stole from the Mexican army. And, of course, the Mexican army was, like, mad that the Texans stole the cannon.
Right.
So they were like, give us the cannon back. And this is, like, my drunk history version of it. And the Texans said, come and take it. So I'm from right around Gonzales, Texas. And this is my version of it.
Let's go.
I don't wanna go round and round like an old lasso. Don't wanna be 1 foot out, wondering if you will or won't.
Ask me to dance, I might say no, but come on, cowboy, don't you wanna know if this is something worth chasing? If you and me are more than just two hearts prone to breaking, well, if it's love, go on, name it. If Texas skies and my brown eyes look like a life worth making, then darling, come and take it. I know I come on strong, 'cause I know what I want. Maybe it's where I'm from, or maybe I'm a little drunk. Ask me to dance, I won't say no, but come on, cowboy, don't you wanna know if this is something worth chasing? If you and me are more than just two hearts prone to breaking, well, if it's love, go on, name it. If Texas skies and my brown eyes look like a life worth making, then darling, come and take it. No use in waiting on a slow song from this cover band. If this is something worth chasing, if you and me are more than just two hearts prone to breaking, well, if it's love, go on, name it. If Texas skies and my brown eyes look like a life worth making, then darling, I dare you. Oh, darling, I dare you to come and take it. Come and take it. I don't wanna go round and round like an old lasso. Don't wanna be one foot out, wondering if you will or won't.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Damn, that was wild.
Thanks so much.
Where'd you learn to sing? You have a killer voice.
Thank you. That's so nice. I was a loud kid. I've just been singing since I was a kid.
Wild.
So,
Yeah,
thanks
that's
so
really
much.
cool. Yeah, you really got it down. I mean, that's cool. I mean, great song too, obviously, but yeah.
Thank you.
That's really cool.
I appreciate that.
What's this other one you got for us?
Are we doing
Up to. Do you want to do 3 or do you want to do 4?
We could do 4.
Let's do 4. Yeah.
Why not?
Absolutely.
I'll do this fun little one. So my hometown is an old town. And my family is not in old, but
what's your favorite part about Texas? What's the one thing that makes you proud from being from Texas?
I think the people.
Yeah.
They're just so awesome. They're so fun. I don't know. I feel like Texas can be seen as cliquey as well, but I mean, we moved there when I was in 7th grade.
Right.
And that's home for me.
That's great.
My family, my mom's family, they've been in Texas as long as Texas was Mexico.
Yeah.
So, my family, that's always been home for us in general. But the friends that I've met there and the community, especially behind songwriters and musicians.
Right.
I mean, they love country music. They love music in general, like the Southern rock you mentioned. So I love the people.
Absolutely. That's great. That's good.
Thank you. Let's see. This is called Black Gold.
Let's do it.
I grew up in an old patch town in Texas. Daddy was a little more pickup truck than Lexus. We never were poor, never were rich. Mama had a thing for scratch-off tickets. Pump jacks looked like birds off in the distance, rooting around looking for subsistence. And I still remember driving around asking my daddy what's under the ground. Black gold, the price is high. They wanna make a deal to sell your soul for black gold. If the price is right, pedal to the metal, we could dig all night. Thicker than water, thicker than blood, deep beneath that Texas mud. Black gold. Way out in the county, there's little houses. Each one's got a couple acres wrapped around it. It don't look like much of you or me, but you don't know what's underneath. Black gold, the price is high. They wanna make a deal to sell your soul for black gold. If the price is right, pedal to the metal, we could dig all night. Thicker than water, thicker than blood, deep beneath that Texas mud. Black gold, oh, black gold. Woo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo. Black gold, the price is high. They wanna make a deal to sell your soul for black gold. If the price is right, pedal to the middle, we could dig all night. Black gold, the price is high. They wanna make a deal to sell your soul for black gold. If the price is right, pedal to the middle, we could dig all night. Thicker than water, thicker than blood, deep beneath that Texas mud. Many have tried, some have died, hunting for the honey that could change your life. Black gold. Black gold.
Hell yeah. I love the idea and concept of that song. Also, I just can't believe, like, it's simple, but it's so creative at the same time. Is it on Landman yet? Like, what are we
someone
doing?
make a phone call for me, please.
We'll send it in the sync. We'll get you. We'll get you that deal. That's definitely a Landman song. But obviously, just a great song in general. Good job.
Thank you. Thanks
Who'd
so
you write that
much.
one with?
I wrote that with Daniel Etheridge and Gideon Boley.
Let's go. That's awesome. That's
Thanks.
really cool. So what's this last one you got for us?
This last one is a solo, right?
Let's go. That's great. That's impressive. Always. What's your process of going through a solo write compared to like write with people?
I don't know. I feel like a solo write is something, for a year. Well, let me explain this. For a year, my mom finally told me, she was like, I miss the songs you used to write to yourself or by yourself. Start writing by yourself again. So once a month for a year, I turned in a song to my mom. Yep. And I think that made me realize that there's some songs that are best written on your own because you only have the right perspective of it, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. There's lots of song starts I get that I can bring into rooms with people. Mm-hmm. And like my friend Abby Rowe, that's one person I can always write a funny song with her.
I know Abby, she's great.
Yeah, she's the best. And I can also write a heart-wrencher with her too. Like she's one of my sisters. So, anywho, solo writes, they're important to keep up. And I've had to retrain that muscle because I hadn't done it for a while. But I mostly just write them alone in my bedroom.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you. This is called Highway 80, and it's the last song I wrote for the record, so this will be on it. And it's the first song we cut for it.
Let's go.
Shadow box fence behind the rusty rooster. Great Danes playing fetch with a couple early bloomers. We'd sit on the counter, do our makeup all wrong, fall asleep to the sound of the train song. I bummed a french fry from the passenger seat. We drove all the way to Austin in your hand-me-down Jeep. Just you and me, traffic bumper to bumper. We lived a whole life don't feel as long. Sat on the back porch, stared at the stars. You hated that boy who broke my heart. We learned all about what those textbooks don't teach. When the bank got the house, we went through your mom's things. Oh, life goes on. Then one day all those days don't feel as long. Well, that magnolia spring has never felt so cold. Go out of my way to see the cross by the road. And you moved out of San Marcos. Well, if life's got a book, you got a chapter in mine. And Highway 80 runs down the spine. It's the branch on the tree, leaving me roots and splinters. Time is a thief as much as she is a giver. Oh, life goes on. Then one day all those days don't feel as long. Oh, life goes on. Then one day all those days are gone. Shadow box fence behind the rusty rooster. Great Danes playing fetch with a couple early bloomers. We'd sit on the counter, do our makeup all wrong, fall asleep to the sound of the train song.
Let's go. That's awesome.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
These songs are very like much highlighting like your sound, and I love it. Like it's obviously it makes sense. It's your sound, but yeah, I mean people are gonna love this. You know, like love the music you keep putting out. You know.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for listening and giving them a chance to be heard.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for being on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Seriously. So go check out Gloria Anderson on all platforms. Go check out her social media. What's your at?
At Gloria Anderson Music. Made it easy.
Love it. Thank you for being on, Gloria. I appreciate it. Podunk Perspective out. Thank y'all for tuning in to Podunk Perspective. We drop new episodes every Monday. Till next time.